The takeaway for today is stop being too available. You ain't the girl that you used to be. You ain't. Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome to my car. Let's ride it out. Let's take us a little quick trip to work. Y'all, it's like 6:30 in the morning. So you already know it's dark. Anywho, you ever wondered or ever took notice as into you haven't quite fully leveled up, but maybe others around you have? And you are one of those people that are like hands-on with your friendships, your kinships, your relationships. Have you ever took the time out to think that maybe you're just too available to others, and that may be one of the reasons why you haven't leveled up? If you're one of those people that's always, yeah, I got it, I can do it, I don't mind, sure, like if that those words and all of the anything that's like yes, yes, yes are a part of your vocabulary, and you have a few moments here and there throughout life like, dang, I ain't where I should have. And not saying it's nobody else's fault as to why you haven't leveled up. I only know for me, that was my issue. That was my issue. I was too available. And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be honest with y'all. So I had it actually was supposed to have been just bookkeeping and finance, but I found myself where I was dealing with general contractors. And the general contractors were so, they be having to give the gab, right? So I had one, and it went from, hey, can you do this? Hey, can you do that? Hey, when we meet up to go over the books for mid-month, can you drop this off? Can you, if I go to pick up the receipts, because he wasn't one that would send me the receipts. Hey, I got a return for Lowe's. You might like, if one day my mom was with me and I was out meeting all my clients. My mom was like, Nita, you too available. I was like, what you mean? You're too available. She looking at me like, girl, why we got a blower in the trunk when you do the accounting? I was like, oh, you know what? You're right. I'm literally letting people take advantage of me. I was in the real estate. That's how I actually got into the bookkeeping for the general contractors, because I actually was selling real estate. And a lot of the top performing realtors would always ask me to host open houses, but I was getting the realtors that was not like, okay, hey, you could keep the traffic coming through. So the contact sheet, you can keep that. They wanted theirs. So I literally was getting nothing out the deal. It was basically they was trying to make me out of a guinea pig. And my mom was like, so what are you getting out of this? I was like, well, they was like experience. And I was fresh, y'all. I was a brand new realtor, zero experience. So take that and do what you want with it. But yeah, my mom was like, no, you could get experience any other way. Like, she was like, you can't just buddy up with another one and then y'all work something out. I said, hold on. I was like, you know what, Mom? I didn't even know there wasn't an option. I just knew some people was like, yeah, they like doing open houses. They get to explore the house. They get to see people. They get to chit chat. They get to like kind of get a feel of what realtor life would be. She said, no, you don't watch HGTV. I was like, you know what, Ma, you got a point. She said, yeah, I can do that. I'd rather do on the job training before I become too available to somebody and not get nothing out of it. And that's what made me think of having this conversation with y'all, because yes, I found myself in this situation before many times. I'm talking high school, y'all, prom. So it's prom day. I for some reason our prom, I want to say our prom was on a Friday. I don't know. Y'all know I'm in my 40s. That was over 20 years ago. Either way, but I feel like it was on a Friday because I ended up with one of my friends who really wasn't even a friend. I don't even remember how I ended up with her, but I know I ended up with her the whole day of her getting ready for the same prom I was going to. The whole day. Her hair, her nails. I'm just sitting back. She was driving and I was riding. So then when it came down time for prom, I'm getting dropped off at home. They going to take pictures. But here I am being boo-boo the fool, supporting her and I had no reason, no purpose, no nothing. I just know I was asked and I answered. And that's how I ended up almost missing my prom because I was with somebody else preparing for their prom. I didn't learn my lesson from there, y'all. I did not. I'm not going to hold you. Because here we are, 20 years later, and I'm hosting open houses while you all having brunch. I'm doing an open house that I benefit nothing from. What? Sitting in an empty house? Looking at staging? I don't stage. There was literally nothing for me to gain out of that. That was just me simply telling somebody yes. That was me simply being too available to people. Had I focused on myself, I could be on my way to be a top performing realtor. Had I took my behind home, I could have gotten myself together. And I'm one of those people, I've always been one that done my own hair. So that really was the thought process. I could just go home and get me ready. I don't have to rip and run, go sit at the nail salon for this, go sit at the nail shop for that. Oh, I need somebody to do this, do that. I've always been independent, which is probably going to be another conversation later because, baby, I've been too independent. Too independent. I don't want to drift off into something else, but yeah, your girl at my big age, I am proud to say and not ashamed to say I am overly independent and I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't want it. I don't want it. I've always lived a soft girl era, so I can't even say I want the soft girl era. My daddy was the one that introduced me to a soft girl era, and fortunately for me, I've met and maintained relationships that have kept me in a soft girl era. And that's not, I'm speaking platonic, I'm speaking romantic, I'm speaking friendship. Yeah, my circle keep me in my soft girl era. Everything that I do independently or on my own or make it hard is on me. I can honestly say that is on me. I've been blessed and highly favored when it comes to this thing of life and being a soft girl. Now, is it perfect? Child, no. Because I have yet to wake up and had a couple of M's in my account. I have yet to wake up in my 40s and something don't hurt me. Y'all, this Tokyo trip is coming up and here I am feeling like I'm getting a toothache, something going on. Something going on. I gotta get that taken care of well before this week is out because you're not about to play with me on this other continent. Like, nah, I will not be somewhere a hole in the side of my mouth. I will not be nowhere jugging oral gel into absolutely nothing. I'm going to get this taken care of. And y'all, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. This is every time I leave the country. Every time. I think when I went to Greece, I had to get a whole tooth pulled. I didn't want it fixed, repaired, remove it. Remove it. Yep, I'm at the ages at the back of my mouth. Who back there? And if you are, what you doing? Oh, okay. Yeah. But all right, y'all. The takeaway for today is stop being too available. Just stop. Stop being too available. Let's take today and moving forward to focus on you. Take some time out just for you. Being a new little found mom is like, and I say that term loosely, I am a mother to my children and I am a bonus to my little toddler. But my kids have stepped in and recognized, let's give mom a minute, and they took care of her last night. And I simply sat in my room and just gathered myself. But again, I was battling the pain from my tooth. But y'all get the point. I told y'all I have my moments where I sit in my car and will enjoy a full meal sitting in my car. My kids are in their 20s. I don't have to hide from nobody. Ain't nobody there but Jake. I give him some pedigree. He don't even remember I'm in the room. But still take that time to yourself. Focus on you. Stop being too available to others. Let them find another source or put you first and then follow up with them later. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.
Everything's out in the open.